Alrighty. I don't know why that happened. Oh, it's because this is... Okay, I commented this out, but I guess it's not... Oh well, whatever. I've decided... Before the break, I was stressed out about this, this whatchabob, this set text color. I've decided... I'm not gonna worry about it for now. I'm just gonna go back. Let's go back to the options menu. Maybe I should set it to full screen by default. Hang on. I wonder if I can make it do that at startup. So I'm just gonna set this back to white. I don't have the faintest idea why it doesn't work right, though. I wonder if it has something to do with all the... I wonder if it has something to do with that debugger bug. Like maybe it's trying to get a variable as a string and it's not a string, so then it like resets the color value or something? I don't know. But anyway, I've decided I am not going to deal with that. I'm going to deal with fun little levels. Why is the frame rate so low? Do I have something open? I do. Twitch preview window. There we go. Now we're back to where we're supposed to be. So yeah, what I'm gonna do... Oop. I'm just gonna keep going north. I'm gonna ignore that bug, and we're gonna have a fun old dang old time. I'm just gonna figure out, what do I want? I want something vertical. Maybe across the chasm here. There's like some rickety old stacks of copper. Maybe there's another one of those rock piles. Yeah, I'm gonna make another big rock pile here, and there's gonna be a guy who insists that they were made by the Lost Kingdom, who are the Lost Kingdom are the guys who made the copper stuff, and the Ancients are the one who made the white stuff, like the tower in the background or the far distance. So yeah, let's place a flag. And also, actually, before we do anything else, I need to remove this print statement because it's clogging up the whatever. I'll put it like, I'll put it here. So yeah, then let's build this. Yeah, I have a KFC Famous Bowl. They're edible. They're food. So yeah, I'd recommend if you're hungry and you have a KFC Famous Bowl, you should eat it instead of throwing it in the garbage. But I'm not hungry anymore. I have so many game projects, and honestly what I want to do after I finish this one is something other than games. And even in my free time from this, I'm working on that prologue parser, which is for another game project, which I'm going to be starting eventually. I guess that full screen thing is fine. It's it doesn't look very good, but it doesn't seem to noticeably increase the startup time, since that's mostly capped by the fact that I have to load all these all the nodes, because it just loads everything in the game and then only selectively like hides and enables it. Okay, but that's enough of that. I know where I am. I need to be making some fun stuff. I think we've done enough in chunk 88. Let's go, dare I say, to chunk 77. Wait. I should actually start, first things first, I'm going to start improving the terrain. So I'm just going to make another little pass like here to make some better looking terrain in Blender. Let's make sure I'm not mute. Yeah. I'm trying to get into the habit of, okay, yeah, at some point, I'm just gonna have to splurge on a new monitor. Don't save. Yeah, so we have decent stuff. Wow, and it's like I've done nothing with this side. I don't even know what I'm gonna do here. There's just so much. And I haven't done anything with the plateau. Well, I mean, I've put stuff on there, but like in terms of aesthetic, I've done nothing interesting. It's like all this stuff is completely flat. But okay, this is what we need to, this is what we're focusing on today. Maybe a little bit of this. Well, yeah, I gotta have those as well. I'll try not to deform this too much, but no promises. I'll just have to do more work. It has such a massive, like, hierarchy of modifiers now that it's really, really slow. I wonder if I can do, like, let's try, like, that seems a little bit better. Okay, and it seems to have, okay, and that applied to everything. And also, so let's do a final test and see if I can actually, like, it doesn't seem much faster. I think it's still doing it invisibly or something. I don't know. So it's not the, like, proportional editing. Maybe I should just put a bunch of rocks here. Yeah, I mean, this just looks like bad. trying to hide the fact that I just, you know, made a bunch of circles and dragged them around or whatever. I'm trying to make it a little less, maybe a little more lumpy, maybe a little more interesting and dynamic, actually. Man, my throat. But only when I'm streaming. There's something. Maybe I can close Godot, and maybe that'll be a bit faster. Not really. I think it's CPU limited, and I think it has something. I'm almost certain it has to do with the modifiers, even though they shouldn't be active in edit mode. Maybe, oh wait, did I? Yeah, okay, let's see. Let's see how that fares. I mean, it does feel a little bit snappier. I also have all of them active at once, so I'm gonna do this again. Okay, that's way better. That is so much better. I don't know why it's. I mean, it shouldn't be active in edit mode. Oh well. This is fine. This looks... And this will unfortunately mean that I think the seams will pop up in... Yeah, I think they do. Huh. I guess they don't. I thought the seams would be visible since the modifier isn't active in the viewport, but I guess it's fine. We don't need to look a gift horse in the mouth. So what exactly am I trying to accomplish? I'm trying to punch all this up. That's fine. It looks... yeah, that's okay, because I already made content out of that. Yeah, the question now is, what do I want with this? I guess this river is fine. It's ugly here, but what river isn't really a little ugly? You know what I mean? I think that's a common sentiment that all rivers are ugly. I'm gonna make some like dunes maybe all over here. Let's just like get some, that's not quite right. I think this will be... that looks pretty bad. I need sharp. Yeah, there we go. Those are some terrain. See, that's what dunes look like. It's actually a pretty good looking effect. I'll do a similar thing all around here. So that way... It's just a little bit more interesting stuff. Yeah, I'm very happy with how that turned out. I'm gonna do a similar thing to like a bunch of this stuff. There's gonna be a bit more like that, I guess. It does look a little bit like I just like, you know, drew a bunch of lines and scaled some stuff up, but that is what I did. And I'm not in the mood to make it better, so. Let's actually... I think I should focus my attention, now that I can edit in real time, on this section. Because I want to get most of this stuff punched up to look cool. Let's do like... Let's just do some like random deformation, I guess. A little more scraggly and weird. And I think this looks okay. I want to punch this up with maybe just a little bit of like variation. Like, I don't know what exactly that would be. I'll try a little bit more, maybe. Like it's some sort of thing. Oh, wait, uh-oh. Alt-S does not quite do good things there. It's just let's just stitch that back up. Oh wait. It's S0. Okay. I wish there was just a fast way to do this. Maybe I should make a plugin where I can conveniently like merge two vertices of two different meshes, so like even though the meshes are actually different things, they have to be at the same position at all times. It's literally like random which one I choose, but it's always the one that I have already selected. Okay. That's okay. I just want a little drama with this, you know? I'll assume if I can't see it, it's good enough. Yeah, it's not a particularly sensical, like, thing. But, oh well. And I think when I can't select both of them at the same time, it like, that means that... Wait, actually... No, I can't do that, because that merges them. I was gonna use collapse, but that doesn't quite do what I want. What does it do? No, yeah, so I can't merge. I wish I could. This is exhilarating content. The highest quality content. That's okay. Now let's see about punching this up a bit. I need it to look a little bit less like just random lumps of stuff. I wish I could use Alt S because that, yeah, I don't want to have to do all that stitching again, so I'm not going to do it, but it's super useful. Should be here. I don't know what this is. I don't think that's much content, really, but... And I should do more with, like, this. Whatever. Let's see what that looks like in game. No. Alrighty, and it looks like there are very visible seams. There are just very obvious visible seams. That's cool. Maybe I have to enable these when I export. Yeah, okay. So I have to do that, which is, which sucks, but that's okay. And this looks like content. It looks like terrain. It does look a lot like, just random nonsense that oh, there's like really, really bad seams there. I can see them. Okay, so we have plenty of exciting game content here. I'll need to do some more stuff here. And now it's okay. It's good enough. Maybe I should probably make like a hill. Like a hill, right? Wait. You're not supposed to be able to do that. Why did she briefly, like, fly up in the air when I... Oh, well. Chalk it up to a bug that I won't fix. Yeah, now we have all sorts of room for exciting activities. Like, look at that hill. I can put a house there. I can put bugs all the way up this thing. And look at this. It's like a miniature valley. I am dying horribly. And I just need to figure out, like, what is content. See what this looks like? Look at that. Another even miniature mini valley. With lots of little polygons. It feels like that roll is like, it's like at 30 FPS. Like I can see it strobing. It's weird. And I can see the seams in the place from here. Alright, let's examine... Ooh, that looks really nice from afar, actually. Especially this perspective. Yeah, that's... My goodness. Just add some crunch and depth to it. Okay. Now let's get this show on the road. We need exhilarating content. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have one of those rock towers again, but I'm gonna make it so that you have to climb up here first, and then somehow from here you get onto it. Like there's a bunch of rock towers, and then you have to roll jump into them. So it'll be like, where did I last save? Let's put myself, oh, it was over there. That's fine. Let's check out this damage. Wowzers. Oh, this was trying its best to like undo the damage, like the shrink wrap modifier, but it just couldn't. It couldn't manage it. Everything got janked up. I actually need to use the restroom. let me be back soon. Okay, I'm back. What'd I miss? So, also, do I have chunk 126? I think I may have put something in there. This tower, yes I did. And I'm pretty sure it's exactly, I'm pretty sure I don't need to change anything. Yeah, because all the changes, like, yeah, because it's only just barely, like, here. So that's fine. Did this change at all? 138? No. This is a great use of this, half kilometer square? I need to make sure that I didn't, like, mess up all these. It's just, that looks so good from this angle, and it's just, but it's like from the top it's just like really bad, or like really crude looking. You know, it's like a little kid was drawing with markers to figure out like where the mountains are. This thing is cool. Yeah. The problem is from the summit you can't see anything. Because it's like... Because like this is in the way of the entire rest of the level, and also it's like blown out white. Wait, is there a visible seam between these? No. It was just the little like differences between the, well, okay, it looks fine. Ah, I finally remembered what I was gonna do. I was gonna take this chunk. No, this chunk, 77. And I was gonna do something. I was gonna make epic content in it. So I need lots of big rocks. Entities, environment. Let's see. I'm gonna have a few pillars, and then on top of the pillar is gonna be a rock, and that way the player basically just can't get up there without the fun gamer content. Excuse me. Seriously, what is up with my throat when I stream? I don't get this. It's like it's always insane. And I'm burping, and I'm like coughing, and I'm like sneezing. It's disgusting. It's terrible content. I think it's all this famous bowl. I'm scarfing it down too much. You know, I don't know if maybe it's just that. Like, I don't know if it'd be too silly to have like a whole bunch of rocks on top of it. A little bit too off balance. Maybe it'll be more modest. It'll be a bit more... a bit less, like, deranged. What did I do here? I'm scared to save. That's pretty cool looking. Alright, let's make the inherited version with all the stuff in it. Yeah, I guess the hut would be up here. There'll be a guy who's just sort of chilling outside. He's gonna be outside because he'll also be looking at the whatever it is, the rock pile. So rocks 101. We'll do a new one. It'll be so global stat rocks ancient. So yeah, she'll comment on that they look really precarious down there, and he'll be like, oh, they've been I need to remember that these guys also have varying levels of English proficiency, so some of them don't really feel comfortable with like contractions, and maybe some will have like the wrong contractions. Like I know there are people who will like say I'm as a sentence instead of I am, so I need to keep that in mind and stuff like that. They've been there. Hmm. Rocks, ancient. So if you heard the other guy talk, she'll mention it just offhandedly, like, those ancients. And his reasoning is that the river was filled when they were here. They believed the river had water in it, and then it dried out and they left. I wonder what, like, a practical reason for building these would be. Like clearly it's, well, hang on, I'm gonna push this a little bit inward so it locks together a bit more tightly. But I want them to have, like, theories as to why these exist that sound like, you know, because the other guy said that the ancients just built them for fun because they had, like, such power. And then the Lost Kingdom would have had, like, to work harder on these because they just had regular, like, copper technology. My only theory, or the only thing that makes sense to me, is, like, they could use it, like, to press to drill. Like they literally put these massive stones up so that they can drive a stake into the ground with them, like an enormous hammer. And they're, you know, maybe, like, trying to get water or something. But that's a bit, doesn't seem very practical, but maybe that's their theory. Oh wait, this all has to be there. And then this can be, and then it can dovetail back into this. So it'll be like Who? Did I call them fallen or lost? You know what? This guy calls them the fallen, this guy calls them the lost, so they're gonna have different names. I remember I was mentioning that. Maybe, in fact, maybe this guy even calls them something else, like the ancients would be some. So, the ancients, you mean, so yeah, Jackie will throw out the term the ancients. He doesn't even know what that means. He thinks, so he has to, like, and since they're both ancient kingdoms, ancient societies, he has the word builders. Well, what would that be? Maybe, I can think of a better word for them. Because that's literally from, like, the builders is from a fantasy story that I was reading. Because I have to remember, these guys also built the medium. Maybe he just uses like a... see. Kalran. Kalran or the Lost Kingdom? They built these towers of stone to find water. And yeah, she doesn't really have anything constructive to say. Otherwise, and she'll also have that here, so it'll be like, stat, rocks, Lost Kingdom. Oh wait, no. Add stat. And then I'll add some dialogue here that also talks about the other way around, like where she mentions the Lost Kingdom, and he goes, "Who? No, this is the Ancients," and then the whoever. To correct the bedrock. And I'm going to do the same thing with just the default coat trading stuff. I just had a good idea for the mini game, the little jumping around mini game. So I was wondering how to make it so that it's easy to see where the flag is, but I can literally just let's do game target. Mesh, quad mesh. It'll have it'll be in the flag, so it'll be like material, spatial material, parameters, it doesn't even depth draw. What it does is it's a billboard, and it's always in front. only. No depth test. Yeah, there we go. So it'll always be in front of everything, and it'll be like that. And then I'm going to what should it look like? I want a simple little thing. Maybe like a 64 by 64 texture. I always forget these. Okay, F7. I'm trying to figure out the best way to do this. Let's do like a circle. Maybe basically I'm just gonna seven. That looks okay. Then it'll also have like I don't know, lines? The kids like lines. That looks bad. I'll just try like that. Export project. That's what I was looking for. UI diegetic. Target. So yeah, this will have or diegetic UI. I mean, it's not really diegetic anymore. And it also has some emission. That's basically so that it's slightly affected by the lighting, but not super affected. Alright, so I'm gonna get rid of that. I don't want to deal with that. And before I forget, this guy, I should give him his dialogue. Let's say hermit. No, stone watcher. Because the other guy was called rock appreciator. Maybe stone admirer. That way it'd be funny. Okay, so I'm going all the way back to do the game, I guess, to see how it looks with the target. And get some bunches of bullets. I will, I think, have to put a cap on how many bullets you can have. Maybe like 250. Oh wait. So yeah, Squiddo's, where's the... Okay, I will play this game. Alright. There's the unfortunate thing, I don't like how when you like circle something, the view stutters so miserably. Like there's so much strobing and like jittering in it. I do really like how that looks. I think maybe it could still be a little bit more dramatic, maybe, I think. Maybe it needs a higher min distance. But otherwise I quite like that. Wait, did I get it? Oh wait, no, I failed. Because I jumped so many times. I may want to make it so that it's less... Well, I don't want it to be completely independent of, like... I don't know what I want to do with that. Oh, I had messed up. Yeah, I'm really happy that these little circles turned out so well. I keep harping on about that, but it solves a problem that I was worried was gonna just not be solvable in a way that like looks decent, and they're kind of pretty. I think I should have the items, I think I should have the inventory automatically positioned to the left of the dialogue. Even when, because that way it'd be clear that they were actually subtracted. And then I can just, and then instead of the shop like having like an animation to show it, it just shows it. I still need to make the shop UI look good too, but so much stuff to do. And instead of doing any of it, I'm gonna fight these guys. Yeah, look at that. A coat. Alright, what? Oh yeah, I guess the reason I went over there was for the, to make sure the target, I guess, renders. And yeah, that'll be fine. It's not something that I'm gonna write home about, but it at least shows, like, where you're supposed to go. I may change it to, like, an arrow or something. That's just a nice effect. Oh wait, I should, so, and to sort of back up his idea, I'm gonna have some, like, a bunch of stone here to imply that, like it was, smashed. Not as children of him. So yeah, that way it seems a bit more believable that they pushed a stone this way and it like fell. In fact, I even may put some copper scrap around it. If I can find it, copper. And this could equally be like, maybe there is this, you know, the other guy, he'd probably say that this is just, the Fallen Kingdom noticed that the Ancients had the, you know, had their tower here, and it accidentally, and they accidentally pushed one of the rocks off, and it broke something of theirs, and that's why there's this scrap here. And that guy would say that they deliberately cracked it, and these are pipes that dig all the way down. Also gonna make one more rock here, so that way, I don't actually know why. So that way there's more cool platforming that you have to do. Once I figure out how you actually get here. Because I need something so that you can, like, jump there. Trying to figure out how I want the player to get up there. Maybe this pillar. Like there's a pillar that just juts out. Like it fell or something. And it's leaning up against a rock. And then there's another pillar that fell even further, to imply that, like, there used to be multiple, but... I don't think that's nearly enough distance. It might be. No, that's not... there's no way this is gonna be enough. Yeah, that's bonkers. Maybe like here or something, like it slid all the way down and it's like there. Oh, I had it. And I'll also tilt this a bit so it's easier to stand on. Okay. That's pretty fun. Now I need to figure out how to make the rest of this into a level. I can climb that. I can climb that. Let me up there, Chief. Maybe. And someday I need to start buying those flags legitimately so I can figure out the balance for them, but... let's say this one has a scrap on it. And just one of these. So that way there's just enough height. So I think that gives me just enough height that I can latch on and climb. No. Wait, hang on. Ooh. That'll be precarious. Okay, so I bet I'll just put like this piece of scrap attached to this rock. So it'll be like, I mean, I don't know why exactly there'd be a piece of scrap attached to a rock. And that is not here because, Godot just doesn't, I guess, understand local transforms for some reason. Like, it just doesn't preserve them or consider them, I guess. I don't know. Ooh. Ooh. That's janky. So I'll need to handle that a little bit more gracefully. Okay, so if you get on that side, then you can get up here. Okay, that's pretty cool. I think that's a pretty good level. And you can get a little bug here. Alright. Now let's start putting bugs everywhere. And get some gaming content. also want a bug like really near the edge there. Let's see, one on this side. Yeah, and it does kind of practically handhold you through it, but at least it's challenging enough, I think, that it won't be that big of a deal. And let's put one of those crates. So where are those? Entities? Crate 1. Yeah, so there's just an old box. And inside will be, I think, some gems, some bugs, and even some ammo. Wherever they are. They're probably in the items, which is where they've been for the entire time. It would be 10 bugs. No, they don't have... It doesn't make sense for them to put bugs in there. Well, no, it makes sense for bugs to find their way into there. Yeah, and there's like 35 gems in there. And then also some bullets. So that's from ammo. Yeah, that looks good. And there'll also be a coat up here, maybe. Yeah, I'll put a coat up here. It'll range from uncommon to super rare, and it'll also respawn. Let's just get some gems aimlessly scattered about. That's a coat, not a gem. See, I think I'm sort of getting into the hang of designing levels. Maybe not like super exciting levels, but this is content. This is content that I'd play in a video game. And I'll even put my iconic bug. I wonder if players are going to catch on that I always put stuff on top of rocks because the physics are just a pain for anything else. Let's see. See, and naturally, a bug there, and even a bug in his house. Though you can't take his gems, because that'd be weird. Let's see how this feels as a level. I think I could do with a bit more content on the... a bit more of a spread of content as well, because there is a pretty big gap between, you know, there and here. That's just cool. I like that. I like how precarious that is. The rarity still feels like it's very skewed in the wrong way. Oh well. Ooh, there's a place for a bug. There's a place for a bug if I've ever seen one, right there. It's a perfect bug spot. I think it's fun how the game, I like just putting things in these little spots. I think I want to make I think the next game I make, or one of the games I make at some point, I want to really emphasize just little spots like that, like really interacting with the environment to crawl into spaces. I think that's something that games have sort of been lacking, is crawling. I don't feel like a little goblin crawling into, you know, crawling through the rocks and in the grates and things. There's not even a gem on this rock. What the hell? Yeah, this is video game content. I need to figure out what else should be here. Ooh, brutal. Let's see. I'll be back in a few minutes. I'm gonna drink some water and other things. Let's see if... Okay, and my mic wasn't muted this whole time. That's good to know. Alright. Wait, I should have eaten before I did that. And I was gonna eat the rest of my little chicken bowl here. I'll raise the music back up a little bit while I eat my disgusting food. Okay, now I'm actually back. Just needed a bit of a refresher because my brain is all frazzled. Speaking of frazzled brains, I want to show off a little bit of the code that I was doing because I mentioned I stayed up until like 3 in the morning working on my prologue parser. So god damn it, I'm gonna show it off. Maybe. Well, really, I'm just gonna show off because it's not actually. It's actually worse than it used to be because I'm completely rewriting the parser. In fact, we can just delete all this stuff because, well, this code was mostly working, but the problem was I could not for the life of me figure out how to make it work right. So now it's like, now I know that this is actually correct, but it's only correct if if I do some refactoring to other code, because I need to be able to copy these by reference, and right now they're values, like they're structs. So you can't copy like so if I make a copy of one and add things to like a list, it won't update all the references of it to have more stuff in the list, which is what I needed to do. So that's where that is. And don't worry, someday soon you'll be able to have your own very own prologue interpreter from yours truly. ISO compliant. I spent a regrettable amount of money on an ISO spec, and I'm pretty sure I need to get like 2 more to actually make it compliant. I really like these flags. It's just a fun little idea. I should put the logo on there. Or I should get those designs squared away soon. And maybe the kids shouldn't be like trying to get you to get a flag. Maybe it should be like a chicken. Ooh, this is a nice coat. Wait, am I really so far away from there? Oh wait, it's because the bounding box is like on the ground, I guess? I don't know. So I'm like at the very edge of there. Wait. That's why my frame rate's so bad. Need to hide that. Excuse me. That's incorrect. That's incorrect, Godot. Does it... Hang on. It's because it's because it instantly exits. Okay, so otherwise, global.stat rocks. I don't really like using native here, but I guess Jackie's like just kind of like racist. You know, because it feels weird to just say like the natives, but yeah. That's what she says. And he... So yeah, I'm not gonna have too much of a back and forth between these characters because that's kind of dumb. But this will be. So you believe the ancients built these towers? So yeah, I need to do. What if player has that rock / lost kingdom? They would have not reason to put rocks. They would haven't reason. So he's just gonna have a bit of like, he's decently spoken, but he just has some like odd, like, I don't know, prepositions or like glue words. Otherwise, okay. And I should probably fix the bug where the camera is permanently to the right when you if you immediately exit dialogue without having any sort of thing there. Maybe it should stop the current animation and play a new one. I don't know if it's doing that or not. Ooh, little bug. Speaking of Little Bug, I've been playing a game called Little Bug, and it's pretty good. It's actually really hard, though. It looked like a sort of like cutesy 2D, 3D platformer, but it's actually like, it's really hard, because you have to use both analog sticks to like control two different entities. Okay, so yeah, that is sort of a weird bug. And honestly, I just can't get over that circle. It just looks... I know it's like one of those things where nobody else is going to care. But I don't know. I just like it. It's just fun to look at. I think my takeaway here is that the best game is the one you make. Because I know all the rules, and I know how hard all the art was to make. I should also... remove. Hang on, I'm just gonna actually remove that right now. That raise when you raise the camera goes up when you're climbing, and I don't like it. What is that? It's something like raise. Should raise camera. Yeah, it should only be for ledge hang. I could add it back for climbing, but it'd have to be significantly less. Like half or a third of what it is now. Where is... Ooh, that's going to be tricky. That's actually really hard to get to. Also, I hope the player is able to figure out how to... Or that they can just reload from their checkpoint and keep all the stuff that they have. I like that. I like that you can force the character to not spin. Or you can spin double time. Maybe I'm still contemplating if I should add fall damage. Because it does make it more challenging to get off of things, because you can't just dive down. But at the same time, I've made basically zero considerations for balancing the game around, you know, not being able to fall as far as you want, so. There's like considerations to make here. Okay, these coats are like highly skewed towards super rare. I think there's still something wrong with that, but I have like basically zero mathematical rigor whatsoever, and I refuse to you know, work things out. Hang on, I need to... Let's change these audio options so they're not constantly printing here. Where's that management options? No, management settings audio. No, it's in audio channel. Yeah. Yeah, I know that was changed. And what I might do as a workaround for the font not working is what I did last time I made a game, or last time I had an options menu, is just have a default configuration as a file, and that's just loaded locally. So if there is no options file, it just loads from there. And that would completely sidestep the problem of whatever's happening with it. I think the climb is hilariously janky when you're not actually climbing up, but that's okay. Yuck, I saw a little seam there. Yep, I see it. I see it in there. There it is. Can you see it? I saw it. It's somewhere in here. I like how if you go arbitrarily far away for things to unload, the only thing that'll still be there is your flag. Nah, I'm not gonna show it. It'll be hundreds of meters before I get back there. But okay. Let's see, I need more epic content. Right in there. Maybe I can make a rock 4. So let's... Yeah, sometimes these flags are just like screwed up. Oh well. Yep, I'm gonna make rock 4. So let's... new. This is gonna be cool. Because it's gonna be a torus. And I'm gonna use sculpt mode. Look at that. This is how good this is how the pros do it. And you know, I'm a pro. I'm something of a professional 3D modeler. I mean, that might be literally false. But that's never stopped me before from just stating outright false information. And it'll be funky, because it'll be like this, and it'll be... I'll subdivide it this way. Now look at that, that's a rock. I'll even, yeah, now we're getting there. Now we're cooking with gas. Look at that. There's drama. Because the rock is actually going in now. So who will win? Yeah, that looks like a content. Rock 4. No, I need to do it through my button. I have my awesome button. Need my collision. And I need my rock. That's fine. Need my rock material, is what I meant to say. Material, environment. No, it's still in GLB. It's still, whatever it is, base material. What, matte basic? What chunk was I dealing with? 77? Yeah, this looks like a job for rocks. This is about to blow my own mind. I wonder if the player can get out if I just put it like this. Well, there's no time like right now to figure that out. So I'll do that as soon as I put down a rock one. I should, hang on. Let's see how this looks. Because I think I'll have to scale up the rock 4. Because it's like way more detailed than the other rocks. Or is at least way higher density. I mean, they're both pretty big still. How do I get up here? Okay, I just need to rotate this. That is so annoying how I have to reload the entire game if I move anything. I mean, it does... I mean, I think it's the right size. I actually do like this size. It's just... you can't get out. What? Wait, what does happen if the player soft locks themselves, I wonder? Or, well, not I wonder. I wonder what I should do about it. Because, like, if I place a flag, it's like, now I'm out of luck. Like, I literally can't do anything. At least with the current setup. Maybe I can have a button to, like, teleport you to the nearest activated, whatever it is. Sorry, I'm trying to think of the word. Fountain. You know. There we go. Nice, this one turned out pretty well. So it's like if I hold the analog stick while I do it, I think. So that one's just messed up. All of these are just all of these are just horrifically messed up. Let's see how badly I can get one messed up. I think it has a lot to do if it collides with me while I'm playing, or the character. High performance. Ooh, what on earth? Oh, I guess it has a collision layer? Huh. I should probably just make it not collide on the same layer as the player. Like it can have the... Okay, I'm gonna fix that. Because that's just silly. Eventually. Where did I put it? Entities. Flag. Soft body. Yeah, it has no layer collision. It's just gonna have a mask collision. Maybe. I did set that right. I guess it's probably one of those things that's kind of busted. Okay, what am I actually... Okay, seriously, what am I actually going to do now? Because I saved myself in here. Let's put a stick just so the player can get out. So there's going to be... scrap 2. These guys sure did leave a lot of garbage around. Like, just... like, copper pipes in all the rocks and things. It's like... And let's say there's a scrap 1 as well. Or, like, the top of a scrap 1. Oh no, like, right there. Let's see what that looks like. And let's hope that I didn't, that I don't spawn inside of it. Yeah. Is this enough to get out? I'm trying to have as little as possible. Well, no, I don't think this is enough to get out. Yeah, I think there needs to be something more in there. I'll just put like a second one of these supported by it. Like right there. It'll be like that. There, now it's trivial. And if I were a real gamer, well, I'm thinking, I don't like how long it takes to load the game, and that's because it loads all of it, which I guess would be fine for the final version, because typically people don't like start and stop playing every few seconds, but for development, it's getting annoying. So ideally, the way to solve it would be to load in the background while the game is starting. Like, load the scene the player is in first and the ones that are immediately around them, and then just, you know, have everything else start loading on its own, or on a separate thread. It's just, I don't know how to synchronize that, and it'd be a lot of work. Because, I mean, I think I mentioned before, I was already trying to get the threaded loading working, and it just like crashed. It just hard froze the console. But okay, we have our things. I'm gonna unload all of those flags because that's too many flags. Yeah, I mean, look at all these flags. Deletion. Yeah, there we go. Now it's tolerable. This actually feels like a little bit of like detailed, interesting, unique content. I mean, it's not going to feel so unique once I put this exact scenario like 15 times throughout this level, or throughout the world, but hey, it feels like stuff. And maybe next time I do this, or next time I have one of these, it'll be a little bit harder, and there'll be a guy down in there who's just attacking you, and you have to shoot him to beat the game. Also, I still need to add platforms. You know what? Monday, I'm gonna add platforms that you hit and then something happens. Or, hang on. I need to double check something. Where is... There we go. So yeah, if you shoot this thing, it opens. And so I'll add, I want to add things that you can shoot or hit to do other things, like open doors and stuff. Which, I mean, I guess that's actually what I have, but I want to make like gameplay out of that. Maybe you have to put capacitors into something, and then it like powers up a whole area. And then now that the area is powered up, you can like flip the switches and shoot them and stuff. And I have, from my other game, I have switches that are directional, where you have to shoot them, you not only have to hit them, you have to hit them from a certain side. So that can make more complex position. And also I had stuff that you could shoot through but couldn't move through, like chain link fences. I think I'll add those here, maybe? But then again, I don't know who would build the chain link fences. It doesn't really match the aesthetic. I just like, it just looks cool when the character's aiming to the side. But okay, I'm getting distracted. Because what I was gonna do, I was gonna add bugs. That's what we need. We need bugs. I mean, of course we need bugs. How is this even gonna function as a video game without thousands of collectibles? Wait, why isn't that not working? Why isn't that not working is what I said. That's actually the opposite of what I meant. And this one, ooh, I know. Look at there. A little challenge, if you will. And another little challenge. Yeah, look at that. Then there'll be some gems. You know what? I'm getting kind of tired of placing so many gems. So these ones are going to be +3. They're all going to be +3. Another little mini scenario done. Oh, you can actually... Oh, you can climb up this. Okay. Hang on. That's way more interesting than having to jump up this boring old thing. So yeah, you just gotta put in the work for it. Also, how many... Okay, I still have 64 flags. And I really do think I should make a better system for that. I'm going to try again from here. I'm going to see if, as a regular player, I would figure it out. Yeah, I guess I would notice that you could grab here. I can't believe I was going to add, like, jump height up to this game. I feel like that would just so utterly, like, adding, like, a jump height upgrade to a platformer is just, like, a recipe to completely obliterate any ability to, like, construct levels. But, I mean, I guess the stamina up kind of does that, but it's way more controllable. Because I can just make it so that you can't climb a bunch of stuff. And I remember thinking I was so clever for it, like, oh, this way, when you gain levels, it materially affects the experience. It's like, yeah, it also materially makes it suck. It materially renders everything, or renders it impossible to construct a meaningful balance, because I'd have to design, like, at best, I could, if it was like, maybe like if they're procedurally generated levels, and they were based on the player's abilities, which I did see a game that did that, but then you could like have like a jump speed or, you know, jump height up, move speed up and stuff, and then there would be new levels generated based on that. But for like an open world thing, that's literally the opposite of what you would want, because players could just, you know, grind for the jump up and then completely, you know, render all of these like trivial, like jump in here, jump out puzzles. Yeah, that's a rare little treat. I'll save that one to be less frequent. You know what? This is good enough for a first pass. I've spent quite a long time on this little chunk. Let's keep going down the riverbed and make some more progress. Yeah, see, look at this. Virgin territory. I've not done anything in this section of the game. Alrighty. Another thing where I'm sure most people won't care, I'm super happy with that flag placing. Like, sure, sometimes the flag gets all stretched and screwed up, but it just looks nice. It's just a nice animation. It's probably the best animation I've made. Well, yeah, it probably is. And it makes me... Let's see. Yeah, because I've been talking a bunch about the things that I'm going to do after this game. Because the options were like, redo the animations for the game in my own time, like make a really nice rig for it. There was also a bunch of other projects that I was interested in, like comics and stuff, or just doing unrelated animation work. But I think it could be pretty cool to polish this up and then maybe sell it for like $10 or something. Like, basically the main things I would do is extend the terrain so that it goes out beyond the bounds of the playable area. Replace the little guys with probably just humans. You know, just procedurally generated human characters that are, or just a smaller, or maybe just some set of human NPCs, like have a few different models and randomly swap out their outfits and like facial details. What am I doing? I'm going to areas. And I also need to rename this to low res. I also need to take off this sweater because it's warm in here. The nice part about streaming is that even if there weren't anybody here, I'd just be talking like this anyway. I just talk to myself and narrate my own life. So this gives me a fun excuse for that. I'll figure that out eventually. I think I have to edit the source code to change something. It seems like a minor bug though, not as big a deal as like the debugger not working. Oh yeah, this is the other side of this snaps in right, where does it snap in? No, it doesn't snap in with 76, it snaps in with 88? Yeah. I think. Yeah, I think it connects right. Like, that. You know, that's one side. That's the other side of that same thing. And that's it. That's the trivia of the day. Let's put some gems. And these will all be like +3. And eventually I need to add like actual like intriguing content. I think I've mentioned this before, but like actual missions and dialogue, and or at least like little mini quests or something like that. What even was I gonna do here? I didn't think of anything. I think some copper and some ancient stuff. It'll be like a palace, and it'll look all cool, but it'll be a little bit sunk and tilted. And then on top of it will be one of these circle things. I guess maybe inside of it, because it's actually too short, or too small to be on top. I want it to very minimally clip in the ground. I don't know what this could be. Maybe, I guess this could be a combat arena. You know, because having to fight in a very narrow space could be interesting. So what I'll do is I'll have 2 crawlies. Maybe. And I'll make one of them drop a coat from, I don't know, Sublime. 90, and it'll have a run speed of like 9. That'll be its secret weapon. Let's see what that feels like in game. I think they might just like pull out of the, or like jump out of the windows of it. I should have one of these just completely upside down soon. Oh, that scared me. I also need to make this a more viable strategy. Circling and shooting. Yeah, how am I gonna fix that, like, stuttering when you circle like when you look at something on the ground? It's actually really, it actually is extremely bad when you're, like, moving the camera just a little bit. Yuck, yuck, yuck. Because everything else syncs up really nicely. Like, it syncs up with this well. Maybe the camera. Well, the problem is the camera has to sync up to the player, because if it doesn't sync up to the player in Fizz sync, then the player's going to be all jittery. But it also has to sync up to. I guess it has, yeah, so it has to sync up to that, but it also has to sync up to this. Like, the rotation is done in the idle frame, I'm pretty sure. Let's look at this. Let's review this. Because I may have to do some magic to get this working the way I want it to. Because it's like physics process delta, camera movement, Wait, hang on. Physics. No, wait, what? Search. Physics. 3D. Common. I hate this thing. I keep pressing escape and then... let's see what that looks like. That should completely screw up my movement. But basically, because my FPS is at 144, and it feels a bit faster. I don't know exactly what that is. I mean, that dramatically reduces the jittering. It doesn't completely eliminate it. I think it's just because... I may have to change the physics FPS depending on the user's, like... What was I saying? Right, I'll have to change the physics. I think I have to change the physics frame rate so it's the same as the user's machine frame rate. This is sort of like an off black. This is this is actually okay. Like, it's not so flat that it's obvious, you know, it has a bit more texture to it than just a regular flat black. Yeah, that's not bad. But anyway, I got completely sidetracked by that. Yeah, basically what I'm saying is the game is unplayable. The game is ruined. Unless I make it so that the physics runs at 144 FPS. Yeah, now it works. Now it feels significantly better. I need to figure out how to... I'll figure out how to make that work right. Or at least, especially on machines that aren't 144 FPS, I'll make sure that it is decent. What else should I put in here, though? I guess I can have, like... Yeah, I'll try... See, it has that sort of janky thing where I have to be on the ground when I start climbing, because there's slightly different rules for when you can and can't start climbing, depending on if you're on the ground or not. But it's sort of a bit janky. I wonder if I can get a better start from here. Yeah, you can see my stamina drain really, really fast at the start because it's like alternating frames of like not climbing and starting to climb again. I mean, I guess I can just wait until the player has started. Yeah, I can just wait until the player gets his stamina up. And then that's when they're able to do that. That'd be funny. Okay, now what do I need? Now that we've so thoroughly finished that. Yeah, that's pretty good. Like that. I don't like so much clipping in these models. Now that's an interesting little puzzle. Let's see, inventory. Let's just give myself a couple stamina boosters and see how that looks. Because they're way cheaper. How do I get up there? Can I just... Oh, no. Maybe I can climb... Oh, I can if I'm positioned right? No, it's not. It doesn't let me. What is that? Yeah, legitimately, what am I climbing on? I think once I get up here, then I'm just gonna have like just a little bit of something. Like something other than that, because that's a bit too much. I guess that's okay. You know, because it's like just this little piece of random junk that is somehow stuck between these two things. Can't believe it's almost 7. I'll possibly go longer. Now the question is, how do I get to more interesting places? Can I climb around this outer edge? I bet you I can. No. Oh. Wait, do both of these guys drop coats? I think only one of them does, right? That coat looks disgusting. Yeah, it's another one of these ones. Yuck. Yeah, and these guys... This isn't as much of a threatening scenario as I imagined. Why was he immune to bullets? That also makes it significantly easier to get up here, though. Okay, I didn't think about that. Because, yeah, that trivializes this, so you don't even need an upgrade for it. I will make it so that you do need an upgrade anyway. There we go. Now I need to figure out how exactly you're going to get up there. I think I need something here so that the player is level with the ground. I don't really need it. I didn't really need that, but okay. It should probably be just a scrap 2. Just a little scrap 2, like that. So it's just barely anything at all. I am sort of building around like a janky movement system, like I don't know if it's really, you know what I mean? It's like I don't think this is actually a very good mechanic. The fact that you can climb up steeper slopes if you start on the ground. That feels like more like a speedrun strat or an exploit rather than something that I should be encouraging for the player. I mean, it does let you climb on the outside, but I don't know how... Oh! Dang it. Did you see that? There's a lip. There's a lip right there. It's actually... That throws a significant wrench in these things. Ooh. This one's kind of cool. It feels like it's burnt. I'm glad that after all this... Oh, but this allows for another Well, this one's more interesting, though. That's actually... That's a very interesting challenge, actually. I wonder if that's even possible to use in any way. So there is sort of an exploit where I can do this, and then I can restart at checkpoint, and I have slightly more stamina because my booster recharged up to a fixed amount. I may also want more stuff here so that there's sort of like, it feels a little more organic rather than like, oh, well, I wonder how I use the one thing in the room. Maybe I stand on it and then jump off of it. Let's return to our checkpoint. Ooh. So I'm here and I need to get there. And I don't think it's actually that possible. Yeah, the gun's a very good stun weapon, actually. Yeah, I don't think it's I think this will feel like be a red herring for people, because I don't think it's actually that feasible to use it. Or even possible, I should say. You know, it's not just infeasible, it's like, I genuinely don't think you can get height to actually get back onto here from grabbing that on the outside. Maybe if you grab it like in just the right position. Yeah, I'm thinking I may have to use a better mechanic. Or like just change how climbing works slightly. But nah, I don't know. I think it's a good limiter on your ability to climb. Like the fact that you have to start from the ground if it's really steep. Because what that means is essentially like I can't just jump as high as I want and like start climbing. I have to actually like start from a fixed position. It's just that there's also a lot of bugs that it introduces, like the fact that you can climb without moving. For example, like that. Or like how it just doesn't work right sometimes. What I'm going to do is I'm going to move this a little bit. It's actually just going to be like there. And I'm going to see how, well, let's make it a bit more like that, maybe? Because I just want it to be in a position where it's less likely for the player to, oh wait, hang on. Yeah, because if I'm going to have this as a mechanic, because there are good things about it in terms of balance, but it just doesn't feel very good. Like that, yuck. Like, what even is that? It's like there's some sort of pop. And also for some reason I'm missing the NPC. Or I'm missing my target. Hang on. I need to just put this in a better spot. Let's put it here. It has like two things. So that way it's more likely that at least one of them will feel good. This is a great dev stream where I'm like, I know I'm designing things that are like terrible game design, but I don't care. Oh, I accidentally, okay, hang on. Like, look at that. What is that? Like, what am I climbing on? I think I need to slightly change these. Why do I even bother? I know that I'm gonna need to save and quit and like restart the whole computer to get this working. What is that? What have I done wrong? That is terrible. That is the worst game mechanic that I've ever designed. Look at that. Disgusting. I need to just, Why? Okay, so it's because the gun is going through. So if I'm really close, I'll have to figure out how to make that better. And speaking of making things better, I'm gonna have to figure out how to make this climbing better. I think, because I do think it's a good idea to have it so that you can start from steeper slopes when you're grounded, just to, as a limiting thing, so that way you don't have to, so that way it's harder to cheese stuff. But it's just not working. It's just that simple, it just doesn't work. Because if I go here, you know, you can see it's just, yeah, I mean, it's bad. I should be going up, and I'm, well, okay, so now I'm going up. But yeah, it's just inconsistent, and I don't know. I think it's because it needs to do some sort of rotation rather than sliding, is what I'm thinking. Excel climb. How does this work? I think I know what it could be. So it's ground normal. If ground normal dot y is less than 0, ground normal equals negative ground normal. I don't think that's actually the problem. What I need to do is I need to have a little thing. Maybe a, let's have a spatial. Let's rotate it 180 degrees. So this will be like debug climb and get a mesh instance. So yeah, what I'm gonna do is debug climb dot global transform equals debug climb dot global transform looking at debug global transform dot origin plus desired velocity, and the up is our ground normal. And to help a little bit with this, I'm also going to add a this sphere will represent what direction is thought of as up. So yeah, it's a little arrow with an afro on it. Yeah, look at that. So yeah, that should represent what way the ground is. And then the actual direction of the arrow will represent what direction I'm climbing. Origin. Oh wait, and it should be normalized, that desired velocity, because it'll be like way high. Okay, and we can see, yeah, and we can see that it's parallel to the ground. Hmm. Okay, so that works when it works. So when it's not working, where does it go? Well, now it seems to be working. I guess the best way to make something work is to try have debug visualization to try and figure out what's wrong. No, it's definitely not working. Yeah, like look at that. What the hell is that? Hang on. Let's do climb. So I'm going to go back up to the top, and it's going to have a little timer in the state time. So it'll be like coyote timer, ground transition time. Where's state.climb? How did I go down? I need to go up to wherever state climb is. State.crouch, state. Okay, so I am there. If let's see, this will be like so it'll be timer. It leaves the coyote timer. Greater than time stop climb. Timer coyote plus equals delta if timer greater than time stop climb. Else timer coyote equals 0.0. Let's just do, and it'll be like 0.1 seconds. So it'll be barely perceptible. And that's just to make it so that it doesn't flicker between the two frames, because that rapidly drains your stamina because there's a little bit of a startup cost. Because my theory is this could be a good mechanic if I expend literally any amount of effort to make it good. That's incorrect. Whatever's happening there is not what it's supposed to do. What's gravity? So does it even have gravity? It shouldn't have gravity. Well, yeah, it should. No, it should be... It should default to 0. And I think that's fine. Because there's no reason for gravity to be... Because you're climbing. So I shouldn't have the player dictated by gravity. Gravity is just to stick them to the surface of the wall. Maybe I'm being a bit too liberal with my ammo. Okay, so that is not working. Yeah, so I think we can see a problem. Well, no. Now there's just now it's just not like look at that. At a certain point, it actually does like work, sort of. But it like just doesn't it's like the velocity just isn't there. Let's do like mesh instance. This will be quite interesting. Wait, I know. Basically, its Y position is going to be like the velocity, so it'll actually come out like this. And I have to make this one unique. So yeah, it'll come out like this, and I'll make it really obvious that it's a different thing because it'll have a new material. Like that. And then it'll come out like that. That'll be mesh, and then I don't know, blog. Debug climb.mesh slash mesh slash dog dot transform origin y equals desired velocity dot length. So that way I can actually tell how fast the player wants to go, or how fast the whatever. Hang on, I'm going to go back to here. I'm going to see it working properly. Maybe? Okay, what the hell? What the hell is this? Okay, it's gotta be like divided by like 10 or something. Okay, well now it just works perfectly. Let's return to checkpoint. So why is this not working? Okay, so it's like alternating between the normal of the floor and the normal of the ground. And why does it not... Why does it stick so much there? Like, what is that sticking? And why is the frame rate tanking? P.length equals 0. That could do it. Oh, wait. Okay. That's why that was that. But wait. Hang on, that could actually be important. Whether or not it's 0. So yeah, that's screwed up. That's really, really screwed up. Like, if you go from grounded to climbing, it just doesn't do what it wants to do. But then if you climb from like one surface to a much steeper surface... Wait, what the hell is that? It's just like the players... No, you should be able to maintain footing. I'm going to see. There's still a whole bunch of errors. That's really annoying. Okay, so if desired velocity... I mean, if desired velocity is 0, it doesn't even need to do any of that. Yeah, so then you try to climb. It's just, it needs to be more eager to let the player just climb. No, it's not about that. It's about... What is that about? Like, why wouldn't it just let the... Like, why isn't the player moving upward? And why is it when I let go of the analog stick here, I instantly fall off? Gravity equals gravity dot project ground dot normal. It shouldn't move and slide with snap. I'm pretty sure that's the problem. Should it move and slide with snap? That's actually... It might actually need to move and slide with snap. But it does seem like... Okay, so it does seem like that was the problem, though. So that's going to be an issue, because... Well, it doesn't look like it... It looks like it might not be an issue, though. Oh, but you can... Okay, but that is going to be an issue. Yeah, that's certainly going to be an issue. Okay, what exactly did I do there? I think... Okay, so if I climb into a corner... Man, and I said I wasn't going to do any more movement code. This is obviously... Well, if I made the movement code good, I wouldn't do any more movement code. So it's because it's... Yeah, it's because of... Let's, let's do... So standing collision disabled is equal to, what is it equal to? How about when you transition to fall? The standing collision disabled. Let's do like var head blocked equals head crouch head area dot get overlapping bodies dot size is greater than 0. So then disabled equals so then our crouching collider is disabled if our head isn't blocked. And our standing collision is disabled if head is blocked. Why did it let me why did it let me choose crouch head area if that isn't a thing in this? Why did it autocorrect that? Okay, where's crouch head area? Okay. It's crouch head. Maybe I should do that for all of the things. Because you could... what the hell? Yeah, I'll have to see how this also negatively impacts... I don't like that. I don't like how easy that is to do. Like, it'd be one thing if you had to try super hard to get clipped into the world, but now it's like that's trivial. Like, all I have to do is like put my head up against there. And why is that suddenly like a new thing? Is it something that you can do? You can do it on both sides. What? Why does it eject you the wrong way? Okay. Okay. Equals not head blocked. Let's just have this true for everything. And then whatever wants to do anything else, we'll have to do something else. And I guess I could do move and slide with snap. Okay, so that's much better. Though it does mean that anytime there's a state transition, you could theoretically well, I guess it should work just fine, actually. It's a bit janky with this because... well. I'd rather have you clipping your head through the wall visually rather than like actually clip through the ground and get completely stuck. Okay, so that now works. That's actually really nice. So now it's super easy to do that, but now I need to figure out if anything else broke. I guess the rock will be a good test. Because I'm pretty sure I had that enabled specifically. Like, I'm pretty sure it was to, like, well, the player goes so slow now, and they're already snapped to the gravity, or the gravity snaps them to it. So I guess it shouldn't be that big of a problem. Yeah, because like my fear was that the player would fall off if they like pulled backwards, that they would fall and start sliding. But okay, that seems okay. I need to add some more sound effects soon. It's very quiet in this game. And we'll appreciate the ring, we'll admire the ring. Whew. Yeah, if this just works, this will actually be like... It could actually be like a decent mechanic. Instead of just being miserable jank. I also need a sound effect for that crate. And for getting bullets, and for getting capacitors, and for getting bugs, and for doing all actions, and for the big enemy, and for eventually I'm gonna add the wait, what is that? Is that a seam in the world or something? Oh, it's a flag. Okay. Do I interact with this anymore? Oh no, I don't. That's terrible. What's the point of a flag if you can't interact with it? So, okay. The player has layer 2. So this will have mask 2. Where's flags? So yeah, this should have mask 2. Because I just don't want you to be able to ledge climb on it. Let's save and quit. And yeah, let's make sure that the critical gameplay essentials work. That you can run into the flags, that you can climb up slopes even when you're starting from the ground. Yeah, there we go. See? Now that's working. And now important thing. Okay, and that just works like next up is to improve the gun. Wait, I can just do that. I can literally just... Where's the gun? Okay, you see this cast start? It's like right here. Wait, I better make sure that it doesn't. Okay, but that should work pretty well with that. And there's not a one-to-one correlation between the laser pointer and the bullet, but the important things work. Like, the bullet goes where you're pointing, and it actually goes there even better. You can grind for coats for days. Wow, this one's kind of cute. I like the gray and the purple and the... That's a nice color scheme, and it's sort of an interesting pattern. I've, like, become obsessed with the coats in this game. But okay, so that feels okay. You still need a stamina booster to get up there, which is nice. Or, which is intentional, I should say. It's not exactly nice. And then all of that ceremony, all of that hardship was for this gameplay. This right here. And you still can't get up there because there's like a thing. Okay. Let's save and quit. Let's give myself a couple stamina boosters. Let's do like 3. And I'll need a little bit more assistance for getting all the way up there. But yeah, I think the actual problem with that move and slide with snap is that I was setting the up direction to the actual like ground up, which meant that I was forcing the player to go down rather than setting it like to the ground or to the ground plane. So that way they would snap to the actual ground. Which I should maybe actually do that with the... I could probably do that with everything. Like, any time that I use move and slide with snap, I should be, you know, snapping to the actual, like, closest possible direction to the ground, rather than some hypothetical, magical, like, downward-facing ground. Okay, so this is officially not an awful mechanic. well, it's an acceptable mechanic, I should say. I don't think the kids are going to write them, I don't think the veterans in Ukraine are going to write home to their wives about how incredible it is that they played this game where you can start climbing from a steeper slope if you're starting on the ground rather than the air, you know? But it's a mechanic. What am I doing? I need scrap. Let's do... I want a little something to just tap for the player to actually grab onto. Maybe just another scrap 2. Scrap 2 is pretty reliable, like that. So yeah, basically, I have no idea what's going to be up here. Maybe just a coat? I mean, there's so many coats. I've been handing out so much stuff. I need to figure out, like, more, like, tiered collectibles. Like, things that you have to work to get. You know, maybe, actually, maybe you have to get the pistol from the shopkeeper. Okay, I actually need to make that way lower. Way more generous. Maybe like that. I'm just super happy that this actually is like not a horrible mess. Yeah, there's a lot of things, I think, in this movement code that would have gone a lot easier if I had, like, thought about what it does before I made it do the thing that I didn't want it to do. But I think that's been a big lesson for me in general. Ooh, that's... Hang on, is this even possible? First off, let's just get this, like, in a really contrived, like, perfect position where it's just floating in the air. So it should be, like, right here, I think, is where I need to get, need to grab hold of it. Oh, it's going to be 8 in a moment. Well, 20 minutes. I'm also getting better at making debug visualizers. Like, this little thing is actually, like, pretty dense with information. Okay, so you can't get it from here. And then I don't know where you would go from there. Let's try this one more time. Okay, so that's pretty consistent. I'll have to figure out how to actually attach this to the level. That works for me. And let's move this in a little bit. I mean, it does look awfully contrived, but I've made worse. And I've been thinking about all sorts of things that I would want for like a for an engine, because I think I've talked about before how I've been interested in like interactive editing, where like instead of having to switch to an editor, you pause the game in a special way, and then it just like shows you debug information in real time, and that's like just like there's no separate editor mode, and you don't have to make the debug stuff all by hand every single time for every single game. It's just, you know, a built-in part of it. I think, well, I don't know what's going to be up here, but it's certainly going to be something. You know what? There's going to be a capacitor. This is just enough content. Actually, hang on. There's a 76 low res, so I'm going to move these into there. Let's do entities. Entities, no. I should start thinking with my brain more. Chunk 76, the two palaces, those are in there. In chunk 76, the two oh, right. Okay, hang on. Let's see if that corrupted it, because it might have corrupted it. That seems like it'd be a pretty common thing to do, though. Yeah, so I've officially busted this, because there's two of these. And like, what is this? Where is this from? Like, okay, so what I have to do now is I have to create a third scene. I can't just have these. Maybe I can do a Control X. And I bet that's going to be busted. Okay, it's corrupted or something. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, so it's now lost. Okay. You would think moving something from one scene to an inherited scene would be a pretty common operation, but I guess it's not. Okay, well, I have no idea what that was. So let's just put something down that vaguely approximates it. Wait, hang on, I'm gonna do one of these numbers. So that way it perfectly meshes with it. And then I can do the like that. Okay. So those are there. And the gem pickups are for there. So let's move all of this stuff to where I can pretend I didn't delete all of my content. I think this needs to be moved like that, maybe? No, I need to like... Let's keep that there. Let's rotate this some. And I'll have it be a little bit more like that. I think that's how it was. Well, a little bit more in. Good enough. Yeah, I'm still mad about that. I'm still mad that that busted up, or that ruined my all that hard work to make this level happen, and then it didn't happen. Well, no, it's pretty close. It's basically where it is now. Yeah, it's basically where it was. I think this is, let's make sure that our crawlies are still around. Yeah, they're still okay. And I'll also put a death knot. And then that will be, once I get that done, and once I get this tested one more time, I'll call it a day. Because this has been moderately productive. I'll put, maybe I'll finish it off with the capacitor, or with the, like, bugs and gems and things. Items. Capacitor. And this guy will have, he'll actually have regular health, but he will just have, like, an insane number of orbs. Maybe not that many. He'll shoot like 3 times faster than the average guy. Oh, okay. Moved it by like 50 feet. Wait, a dive instantly kills him? Oh, maybe did I shoot him? Like, it didn't look like I'd hit him. Okay, I can ledge grab there. Maybe I should make a custom animation for, like, starting the climb from the ground. So that way it's more clear that it's, like, a separate thing. Also, I should move that out a little bit. Yeah, I gotta move that out. Okay. Wait, hang on. I have to save and quit and reload the entire video game because I'm going to do this. Boom. I have completely eradicated the game state. There's no possible way the video game could have inferred what I was intending to do by that. You know, there's no possible way that it could have figured out that I was changing the transform to change the local transform relative to things, which is how you do all transform operations, instead of moving it to the center of the earth. You know, it's like how if you screw in a bolt, you have to, you know, destroy the entire car and rebuild it. Oh my god, this guy's... You know, because there's no possible way that the car manufacturer could figure out that you mean to, you know, move the bolt relative to the nut rather than moving the bolt relative to the entire earth, so you have to move it to the center of the earth. I'm going to double this guy's health and I'm going to give him a coat. I wonder how hard this game is. I actually don't know. Wait, dang it. I blew up all my, Hang on. Wait, does... I think respawning saves the game. No, it doesn't. Okay. I should add crouch jumping. Or like crouching after you jump to make your hitbox smaller, I mean. Also, there's an interesting thing where you can shoot these projectiles, and that also destroys the bullet, so he can basically shoot your projectiles just as much as you can his. Yeah, it's really, really heavily skewed towards rare, or super rare. So yeah, I'll have to add that to the list of bugs. Did I remember to get the capacitor? I don't think I did. Oh well. That seems like that is that. So this, I'm gonna throw that in the garbage. How many of an item you get? I did that. Gun enemy, I will probably not start that then, but we can add it. And then there's another bug. I forgot the bug. I forgot what the bug was. Right. Coats heavily skew toward super rare. Okay. Let's do a git. Wow, a lot of stuff. More content work. Git push. All right. So that's all uploaded. So I will see you guys on Monday. Then we're gonna do, I guess, start modeling on the gun enemy. I might just do more walking around. Probably not gonna do these bugs. I'm just gonna keep kicking them down. No, I know. I'm not doing anything. Well, I'm trying to think. I'm trying to do the mental math on when I want to actually do stuff. Maybe I'll stick to my regular schedule. So Wednesday, I'll be back. And then Thursday, I'll do some stuff. Friday, I'll do some stuff. Probably not the stuff that's listed, because I'm sort of not in the programming mood anymore. Or in the game programming mood. I'm in the content mood. And then Saturday should be exciting because I'm going to do the wave shot, and that's actually planned. So I'll see you guys for the rest of the week.